What's going on, cozy community? We back at it again with another cozy rants, man. I may just rebrand the joint for real cozy rants per the real cozy podcast for real. But we're gonna get straight into it, man. We ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna first off start by thanking God for real. Yeah, man. Without Him, we ain't nothing. So as soon as you wake up, man, thank God, cause some people didn't wake up today. So be thankful for the days that you getting. We're gonna get into a couple things, couple topics for real. First off, on like a personal note, and it's gonna kind of get into the first topic. Like, life just been lifing, as we say nowadays for real. Like, life just been lifing. Just for me, like the devil just been trying to keep his hand intertwined with everything I got going on, trying to keep his hand in my mind, physically, mentally, all that, spiritually. But he not gonna win, and that's first and foremost for real. Faith too strong, you know what I mean? You feel me? Like my faith too strong for that. So I ain't gonna lie now. Sometimes it be like that boy cooking. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it be like that, but I be having the tap, man, for real. But the first topic that we gonna discuss for real is that life can bring you like a lot of things, good and bad. And the things that life brings is going to shape your character for real. And I think it's all in how you respond to that for real. Like, how you going to respond to the good things that happen in your life, and how you going to respond to the bad things that happen. And we're going to talk about how you respond. I think sometimes it's good to respond how you respond to the bad things, because that really shows like where you stand, like for yourself, shows where you stand at, for other people. And life can bring some crazy shit, you feel me? Life can bring some crazy shit, but it's all in how you respond. It's always the response, like, yeah, let's just get like fail a test or whatever. But is it really, like, how did you fail the test? Like, is it because you didn't know the information? Is it because you didn't study enough? Is it because you just didn't feel like taking the test? You gotta understand why you failed, or why the bad thing happened for real. Because it's always a cause and effect. It's never just boom. I mean, in some circumstances it could be like that, but in most circumstances it's not. So always try to figure out like what caused the L. It's always a cause. It's always a cause and effect, and you gotta understand what caused the L, because it's not just gonna happen out of nowhere. And then when life brings you all those problems, you just gotta sometimes look yourself in the mirror and just be like, bro, what can I do, or do the things that you can control for real. Like, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many things that's out of your power, but it's a lot of things that you can control, and it's a lot of things that's in your hands that you got control of that we really don't be understanding. But damn, the scent that I got behind me smells good, but yeah, I'm sorry, you feel me? But life causes you to shape your character. You feel me? Like, so many things can be happening that it can break you down, like to the point where you don't even want to do nothing. But then sometimes your circumstances can be your motivation to, get out. Even if your circumstances is good, it's always room to do better. You know what I'm saying? So life is going to bring some crazy shit. But what you going to do when that shit come? Pause. On a personal like it's just been a lot, trying to navigate what's my next move, or what, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot, we can always plan, but then when certain things just come abruptly, it's like, damn, I wasn't expecting, so now I gotta turn it up a notch. I gotta turn that shit up. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, just turning it up. I think I have a lot of things in my corner where I can really blow, like I can really do this, but I gotta put in the work, I gotta put in the time, I gotta put in the consistency to really get it done, and to really, bring attention and bring awareness to what I got going on. So That's all what I'm working on for real, and it's working in my favor. I ain't gonna lie, it's working. It may be a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Low motion better than no motion, I'll tell you that. But we're gonna move on to the next topic right here. It's this quote that I literally just thought of this quote before I turned the camera on, for real. And it's sometimes, this is the quote right here. So if you got a pen and paper, got a phone, whatever, write that shit down. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want y'all to miss this right here. Sometimes you gotta make something when you don't have all the ingredients. Come on, man. Yeah, you might got the eggs, you might got the flour, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you don't got no vanilla extract. You feel me? Sometimes you don't got no sugar. What you gonna do when you don't got all the ingredients? What you gonna do when you don't got everything planted in your hands to go do something great? When you going what you gonna do when you don't got all the materials? What you gonna do when you don't got all the necessary gadgets? What you gonna do when you don't got the technology that this person got over here, or the connections that this person got over here? What you gonna do? You just gonna sit around and be like, damn shit, I don't got it. No, get your ass up, make something happen, make something shake. You feel me? You don't got no camera, but you got a phone. You can record every day. You know what I'm saying? You don't got no professional editing software, but CapCut free. You feel me? TikTok. You gotta leverage every facet that you got. Like there in 2025, like yeah, it's a lot of things out here that people got, a lot of connections that people have, a lot of things that people have access to that others don't. But at the same time, we low key do got the access. We just don't know. And you don't know what you don't know until you don't ask. Ask questions. See how people get these connects. See how people get into these rooms. You feel what I'm saying? So make some. If you don't got, you gotta learn how to make something when you don't got all the ingredients, when you don't got the platform, when you don't have the connections. You gotta make something shake, because at the end of the day, you have to initiate what you want to get done, because ain't nobody gonna come to you unless they see what you doing. And how they gonna see it if you're not even attempting to, get it done for real? So like I said, man, sometimes you gotta make something without all the ingredients. It may not taste the same, it may not look the same, but you gonna make it do what it do when it need to get done, for real. So when you don't got all the ingredients, see how you can. Well, if I don't got sugar, what can I use to? And these are all analogies, guys, but we're not baking cakes. But you know what I'm saying? See what you can do when you don't got sugar. See what you can do when you don't got a camera. See what you can do when you don't got the eggs. See what you can do when you don't have editing, or when you don't have, that connection to that content creator, celebrity, whatever the case may be. See what you can do, because it's all dependent on it's all dependent on how hard you gonna go. It's like you only gonna get out of life what you put into it. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people have heard that saying, but that's been very prevalent right now in the time that we in, for real life. We only gonna get what we put in. We only gonna get out what we put in. So if you putting in every ounce of yourself into whatever you doing, you gonna trust and believe. It may not be now, but that reward is coming, and that fruit of that labor going to be so sweet, bro. It's gonna be the best fruit you ever tasted. You feel what I'm saying? That's gonna be the fruit, that's gonna be the fruit from the Garden of Eden. Yeah, man. You don't got all the ingredients. You don't got all the tools. Make something. You gotta pivot. You gotta make something happen. Cause at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna tell you what to do. But you gotta figure that shit out, for real. You gotta make something, when you don't got all the ingredients. Now, we ready to get into this third topic. And this is really the first of all topics, for real. But that's just keeping God centered, or whatever, higher power, higher religion that you believe in. Keep that centered, because that's always going to bring, when everything is spiraling out of control, that's going to bring you back to one. That's going to bring you back to center one, for real. Understanding that, yeah, you may feel alone in this process, you may feel alone in this season, but understand, for me, God is always there. But even when I don't think he's there, even when I think he's just putting me through these situations, on purpose. No, for real. But like, keeping God centered is definitely brings clarity sometimes, because you gotta understand, like I said, life is gonna bring a lot of things that that's gonna shape your character. But then when you feel overwhelmed, you just gotta give it to God. I was reading this one of my morning devotional. It was like, hold on to God tightly. Like, give him all your burdens, all the things that your uncertainties that you feeling worried about. Give it all to him and hold on to him tightly, because he's gonna be there for you. Yeah, just keeping God centered, man. Keep understanding that without him, nothing is possible. Everything that's happening in your life, yes, you're getting it done because you're controlling what you can control, but you don't even know the doors or the spaces that your name is being spoken into because of God. You know what I'm saying? So always keep God centered, man. And that's with everything. That's with everything. Even to the littlest thing. Thank God for breathing. Thank you, God, for letting me see. Thank you, God, for speaking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't me. It's God, for real. So that's topic number 3. Keeping God centered, or whatever higher, like I said, whatever higher power, whatever religion that you respect to all those religions. But keep it. That keeps you centered. That keeps you grounded. That's your ground level. That levels out everything. So this last topic is quick, for real. But it's when it's your turn, make the most out of that, because it can be gone like that, quick of a blink of an eye. So when it's your turn, when the teacher call on you, stand up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to talk, man, stand up. Let your presence be known. Let your aura, that's the word we use in 2025. Sometimes your aura. Shout out to Shay. But shout out to Shay Gilders out of town, and shout out to them OKC boys, for real. But your aura is everything. Like, how when you step into the room, people should feel you. Pause. Like, people should understand, like, oh, that's cozy right there. Like, oh, that's however you want people to see you is how they should see you when you walk into the room. They should feel you, like, or when they talking to you, they should be. Oh, I need to straighten up real quick, because this who I'm talking to is of a certain standard. You know what I'm saying? So when you get your chance, when you get your turn, when it's your time, make sure you standing firm, standing 10 toes, chest out, head up, saying this me, and it's real, for real. So I just wanted to leave that with y'all today. To early morning, get started early, get your day started. This week, it's a new week for new opportunities, new blessings, expected and unexpected. Be a good person, for real. Like, at the end of the day, whatever you got going on, obviously you can feel how you feel about that, but you don't have to bring that energy to another person's life, for real. Just be a good person, be good, and people gonna notice that. People, you know what I'm saying? People gonna notice you being a good person. You be genuine, So stay true, stay you, be intentional, stay cozy, and it's just like that. You dig?